Hello, it's Mr. and welcome back to another Black Ops 3 video. If you haven't already watched my Black Ops 3 2000 crypto key supply drop opening, go watch in the link below, or in the top right, or top left, top left. It should say previous video, and if you click that, it'll take you back to my 2000 crypto keys video if you haven't watched that. If you're not interested in that, then you may continue watching this video, and I hope you enjoy the rest of this video, so let's get into it. So this is my review of Black Ops 2 zombies versus Black Ops 3 zombies. So this is going to be our base game zombies. This is not going to, like, DLC or, like, it's not going to include Die Rise, Mob of the Dead, or any of that, or the Giant in Black Ops 3. It's going to be focused basically against the base games of Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 2. Basically, so we're going to start off first off with the pros about Black Ops 3 Shadows of Evil. So, the pros about Black Ops 3 Shadows of Evil is it's a lot easier map to traverse compared to Tranzit, because that's what we're going to compare it to, because that was the base game for Black Ops 2. It's a lot easier to traverse around the map. There's no denizens trying to rip your face off. It's a lot more interesting, this map, I would say, than Tranzit. Tranzit had its peaks of interest where you're like, ooh, I wonder how that happened, or I wonder if this can change. But this map, to me, has a lot more like hidden Easter eggs and a lot more text around to read, a lot more things that could be hidden in the game and the map. And it seems very interesting to me in general as a map style. The place in Shadow of Evil is called Morgue City. Now, I guess this is meant to be kind of, I actually don't know where it's meant to actually be based. Anyway, I'm going to continue from that. Anyway, basically it's Morgue City, I would say basically New York. And it's designed to be a lot of, I would say, a lot more interesting place than previous maps. The 4 characters are brand new characters, and the only infinite for this is the first time we've introduced them, basically, that's what I'm trying to say. And we've got 4 new characters, just like before, just like Transit. I would say, comparing these 4 to the old 4, I'm not sure whether, I think I'm still more interested in the previous Transit characters, like Misty Martin, Russman, and Stillinger. Like, them 4 seem to interest me a lot more than the new 4 current characters, because these 4, one seem a lot more but the deadish. I would say, like, gonna show up once and probably not show up again later. But there was a lot of things like the Arrow Corporation and stuff in that was with the old 4 characters and stuff like that we didn't get to find out about them. It's probably somewhere in the game and out there in the lore that I've probably not read. I'll get around to it someday. But it's like always interesting. Like, I definitely would say it's a lot more interesting than 4 characters than the new 4. But it also intrigues me of where these new 4 characters come into it. Like, talking to the new 4 characters here is obviously Shadow of Evil, and these new 4 characters, it kind of intrigues me the way that they come into it. The game, if you played it, obviously says they're cursed, and it's very interesting on how they've been chosen, because they've supposedly, like, committed crimes, basically killed people straight up, or been I would say classed as evil to the eyes, and they've been, like, their world has been torn into basically like multiple / cross dimensions, and it's kind of weird. Anyway, there's a lot of weird things going on in this map compared to previous zombies, because there's giant octopuses and control things, and you can turn into like a Cthulhu pretty much, and like there's a bunch of weird ass stuff that's going on that's like not really been there before. Like, for example, the Magwars, the bugs that fly around trying to kill you instead of dogs. These like weird ass like balls with like jaws and teeth that just roll after you and try and kill you. I guess they're very different, and they're not actually zombies. They are some other freaking being or race that were actually trying to control the earth or something like that. But anyway, like, comparing the new weird ass zombie types to what Transit added, where Transit added the denizens, for example, they added the whatever, the electrical zombie, and they added that, and it's kind of like a compare between the both. And to be honest, I was more interested with the electric zombie, but then at the same time, killing Magwars is a lot of fun, and considering they like there's a lot of new things that have been added with this. Like, for example, there was a lot of buildables added in Transit, and we're going to the buildable side now for the next compare. Buildables in Transit was over the like, to be honest, it was over the top. You could build traps, you could build things to stop the zombies from getting into certain rooms. You could build the wonder weapon, which was basically like this jet engine, which pretty much freaking was a jump gun slash destroy all zombies kind of gun. It was you needed the turbine to power things, and like it was a lot of work compared to the buildables in this map. Like, obviously you still go around in Shadow of Evil finding things, collecting them, building them into new ways, and putting them on a workbench and building them. That element is still there, which allows people to still enjoy the basic principles of building them. But there's a lot more interesting things and a lot more things that aren't required. So, for example, the turbine isn't there, so you don't have to go around powering little things to get through doors, or like certain doors don't require power when there's no power to those doors, and you have to use a turbine, and like wasting the spot and the power to actually like have access to them and stuff like that. That bit's kind of gone. Like, all the turbines and that and little traps that were created with the turbines seem to be gone. But the wonder weapons still being able to be built, the pack-a-punch machine, swords, the riot shield that they added in Transit, it's all been kind of like revamped and rechanged in this one. Like, the shield in this one has a rocket jump, which sends you flying forward at the zombies, knocking down a bunch of zombies in your path, killing them all, and getting you out of a tight situation. And it's really good compared to the previous shield, where it was just basically just put the key in the door, put it on your back, and it'll just protect your back. This shield's used a lot more as an actual weapon than a shield. So it's kind of does the same things, but it's got like a bonus to it. So I would say in hindsight that in buildables it's a lot easier, and buildables a lot more fun to use in Shadow of Evil than they are in Transit. Traversing the map. So, in Transit you required the bus to travel all the way around the map, and if you didn't, you have to run on foot from area to area, get raped by a bunch of denizens, like I said, trying to claw your face off, and have problems getting around the map because of them, and then having a bunch of holding zombies trying to kill you at the same time. So basically it was jump knife, if you remember doing that. In this map, there are no denizens, there are no weird ass creepy things trying to rape your face off. Well, I guess apart from the zombies, and the weird meatballs like those. I've nicknamed them meatballs. Yeah, I know. Anyway, pretty much, they're all trying to kill you, but there's nothing actually stopping you from just running to the different part of the map or a different open area of the map. For example, this is the underground area. You can just run around and run to here anytime. You can go to the canals, the waterfronts, the docks, the Footlight District. I think the waterfront and the canals are the same thing. I just accidentally said it twice. No, the docks and the waterfront are the same thing. Sorry, my bad. Don't play this map every day, but it's still a fun map to play. I prefer the giant, but back onto this topic, sorry. There are a lot of new things that were added, like Ernie there, as you can see on screen right now, which is basically a monkey bomb, but it kind of like kills zombies a lot quicker. It kills them like on touch and on contact. And then little Arnie can be upgraded as well with some other weird ass stuff. And basically a lot of things can be upgraded in weird, wonderful ways in this map. There's a lot more things that you can like upgrade and build, and it's got more of a Mobby the Dead feel, but then it's also got the beginning feeling of a Transit sized map, and then it's also got the original zombies feel of like rape training, surviving as long as you can on top of that. Perks, perk machines, powered, pretty much straight up with power, same as usual. There's no main power switch in Shadow of Evil like Transit. The perks are powered same way as Mob of the Dead. You go into Afterlife slash remastered Afterlife, I'm gonna call it, or reskinned Afterlife, where basically you turn into a tentacle creature with electrical tentacle charged perk. Same way as you would in Mob of the Dead. I know I said I wouldn't talk about DLC stuff, but that's the way I'm going to describe that. Unlike in previous maps where you've had to go to a power switch and turn it on. The Easter egg in Shadow of Evil does not require you to turn off power to anywhere to like do a different side of the Easter egg or do a different Easter egg. Unlike in Transit, where you could turn off the power, do the Max's side of the Easter egg, or turn on the power and do the Richtofen side of the Easter egg. So it's all changed from that right now, so there's no on and off switches on powers so far. So continuing from that, I would say go back on traversing the map. Running from area to area, like I said, is really simple. There are multiple ways to travel around the Shadow of Evil. You can teleport through the portals, you can just run there, you can go into your tentacle mode and use grappling hooks to get into an area to unlock new pathways. There's just like you got the tram in the air. I almost forgot about that. Where you get on that and you can like go from area to area, similar to the bus, but it's more controllable and you can go to a set location that you choose. And then on top of that, compared to the bus, where you have to wait for it or get on it then and there when it were leaving, it's a lot more time in each area. You get to spend a lot more time in each area, and it's a lot more easier to do. To be honest, my overall rating comparing Transit to Shadow of Evil is Transit loses by a landslide, and I would say overall Black Ops 3 Zombies experience is a 9 out of 10 for me, and it's been very good apart from a few freezes. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe above and below, and thanks for watching my Black Ops 3 Zombies review. Have a nice